This has been a really exciting year. I want to recognize some people and recognize some efforts. As you can see up here, we have an award. This year, the beginning of last semester, we started the Human Services Club. I think that for what we do, it's a necessary component of our program. And the people who worked with me and helped me to bring this club to fruition and make it known in the department have worked really, really hard this year. And I want to thank them because they earned this Emerging Club of the Year award. Suzanne, Stephanie Sotelo, Claudia, Anthony, Patricia, Graciela, Stephanie Nieto, Barbara, Jessica, Arlene, Crystal. Our current members that are graduating are working really hard to put together an alumni portion of the club, which I think is really important because they will be the liaison between the current students and the community. And any of you who are interested, please contact me or Professor D'Arcangelo and let us know, because the more people we have to help in our community and with our students and helping students navigate moving on to four-year schools and jobs is really important for our programs. And thank you all, and I'll talk to you later.
This is our 13th year we've been doing this dinner now, and you can see how the numbers have kind of exploded here. So I want to thank everybody for attending. Hope you'll be at the next ones. That's why it's important to keep up information so we know how to get in touch with you. If a job becomes available, what we could do is we could send out an email blast now. And Jessica, who's been helping me for a number of semesters now with my emails. You know my responses for emails. So all of the things that the Human Service Program does really wouldn't be taking place if it wasn't for other departments in the college. We're honored to have the registrar here tonight, Donna. I don't mean to put her on the spot, but her department is critical to what we do in the Human Service Program. Missions also a very big part of what we do. And of course, the Center for Student Success. Is Maria still here, or did she leave? Maria, stand up so everybody can take a look at you. So we really couldn't do it. It's really a team effort for all of the different departments to put this all together.
I want to give you 3 pieces of advice for all our new graduating people. Number 1, don't forget us. Don't forget your home.
It all started here. This is my foundation. This is where it all began. Of all the schools that I've attended, this is the thing I love the most about Passaic County Community College is that I had a very personal experience here.
If you get lost, come here. The professors will let you sit on a class for free. I know. God knows I've done it enough times. All of a sudden, Professor Rivera's like, Tim, what are you doing here? I don't know. Professor Gasparino, Tim, I thought you graduated. Yeah, so did I. You know.
I feel a connection to this school. Even after 14 years, I still consider this home. I don't consider Ramapo home. I don't consider Fordham home. I consider Passaic County Community College home. And the education that I received here, Ramapo and Fordham just repeated.
When I came here, I was not a traditional student. I was in my, early to mid 30s, single mom, and really just was tired of trying to fight the how am I going to pay the bills, and knew I needed an education.
When I started, I said I'm going to go for nursing because they make the money, and I just want money. I don't want to struggle. I don't want my daughter to struggle, etc. So then I took Professor Rivera's class as an extra one because I needed 4 more credits to be full-time for the financial aid. And I took the class and I was like, you know what? I don't want to do nursing. Yes, they make the money, but I want to do something I like, so I don't feel like I'm working every day of my life.
Somebody introduced me to Professor D'Arcangelo. I had enough money to take one class. I knew nothing about financial aid, and I took Intro to Human Services with Professor D'Arcangelo on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. Still there. And by the end of the 15 weeks, I knew that this is where I belonged. And I stayed for a couple of years and I graduated.
I just want to say that you have to want it. This, like I said, I only been in the United States for 10 years and I didn't know any English. I graduated. So I just want you guys to know that, you know, if I did it, you guys can do it. With 2 jobs, a baby, and a lot of work.
Somebody asked me one question. They said, "Oh, Abel, you have a great spirit for service."
My experience here wasn't just academics, it was also the relationships that I built here. It was the compassion that I have gotten from the professors. It was the love.
And they said, "Where did you get that?" You know? And I said, "You know what? I got that education at Passaic County Community College in the Human Services program." Somebody right away said, "Remember the alumni association that you are representing here, which is Rutgers," because then I elaborated a little bit on that, on my experience of Passaic County Community College.
I learned a lot about me. I learned a lot about the woman that I wanted to be. This made me a better mom. This made me a better person overall. And I just appreciate the foundation that I received here, the love that I received here, because that was priceless.
I'm thankful for D'Arcangelo because he really went over the treatment plans, the assessment plans, all the papers of giving it back to you. What do you think is wrong with this? Why is it a problem? All the definitions that he made us write is for a reason, because in these big schools, their education is different. They don't go over that.
I started my journey at PCCC in the fall of 2011. I was in Fenwick House, which is a halfway house by the Department of Corrections. I have to say that in that first semester, I hadn't been in school in about 30 years.
I can say that coming back this last fall semester, meeting Professor Gasparino, I can really say, you know, you've been an inspiration to me. Just hearing her story, you know, knowing that she's a mom and her daughter is following in her footsteps, which is what I would like my 2 daughters to do.
The second semester, I was actually in a homeless shelter. I was in Eva's overnight shelter for women. But I still managed to come to class, never missed one class, graduated with a 4.0. And today, I work in that homeless shelter.
You know, this is the route I took, and I don't regret it, you know. This is where I should be. This is my foundation. I know I can always come back here.
I just want to say that this has been the most successful dinner out of the 13 years. It started actually with probably about 30 people coming, and you could see where we are tonight. Thank you all for coming, and we're going to see you next year.